No up downs today, right?
No up downs. No up downs today. It was clean ball. Clean ball.
It certainly felt like the running backs had their impact. A few long runs in there. When they get a chance to go full contact and really kind of hit some guys, how much do you kind of feel that energy? Maybe the offense feeds off that energy, knowing that they can actually run freely without the whistle stopping them.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. And I think, like you said, we saw it today in practice. It's kind of all like thud tempo, and we're just kind of touching guys off, and we're moving on to the next play. When you go live, obviously, they're breaking plays, they're breaking tackles, they're being elusive, they're showing their athleticism, and it was definitely on full display here. It definitely gets the guys going. I mean, the sideline was hyped up all day. I thought there was great juice, great energy. Just kind of like a glimpse of what's to come in the fall. So it was pretty cool.
Does it feel like there's maybe in some of these days where there's full pads, does it feel like there's a little more physicality than maybe you saw last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think every single time you get the full pads on, and obviously you understand that it's going to be live, I think everybody kind of has that little switch that kind of clicks on, and I think that's awesome for everybody to just kind of click that switch on and then go and show that on display. I know we don't do it as much during the spring, but having those moments where you get to do it, I think it's really important, as a team, and then kind of learning how to grow from there. So it was cool to do that today.
We asked Coach Rogers about your spring, how that's going, and one thing he brought up was your decision making. Where do you think you are with that part of your game?
Yeah, I think it's been good. I think for me, obviously a new system, just continuously finding different ways to evolve and have my skill set best fit the scheme here. Obviously it's going to be a little different. That's okay. That's not a problem. I think just for me, understanding what we're trying to accomplish as an offense and then applying my skill set as best as possible.
If you think back to a year ago today versus where you are now, obviously your role is a lot more, cemented this year. How does it feel just kind of having that more, guaranteed, and how does that kind of affect your approach to practice, I guess?
Nothing's guaranteed, ever. Nothing's guaranteed ever. It's definitely a blessing to be out here and, go with the ones, and that's how I approach it, So every single opportunity I come out here, regardless of what period it is, regardless of what's asked for in a practice or a scrimmage, I treat it all the same, So I got to put my best foot forward every single day. Depth chart doesn't matter. I just got to do my job. We're getting a little riled up back here, but I just got to do my job every single day I come out here, and that's how I approach it.
Seeing this crowd out in Spokane and the kids barreling in with their drills, how do you think you've seen at least this crowd come out today, and even though it's further away from home, and you're still getting this level of support?
No, it's awesome. I mean, when it comes to the fall, we depend on people from Spokane and Pullman and everywhere, to come out and support us. For us to be able to come out here, so it's a little bit easier for them to see us. I think it's awesome. It's amazing, And you kind of see the energy, as these kids are diving by right behind me. I think we had 300 kids, or maybe even more, come out, So that's awesome for us to be able to have this moment with them, and then they can kind of look back on it. When they go to a game, they can be like, hey, I remember doing this tackling drill with, with Parker or with, whoever it is. It's pretty awesome. They get to see the players on the field. So I think it's really special. I'm really glad we got to do it this year.
How do you measure progress here in the spring? I know you guys are almost halfway through, maybe more of the way, but how do you measure that progress?
I think just day by day trying to find different things to work on, I think the most important thing is to have a specific plan to go into practice. What do I want to work on today, Don't just overload, all right, we got to be better at everything. You got to bring it down to a little bit. What do I want to be better at today? Maybe I want to be better at running out of my fakes. Maybe I want to be better at, my timing. Maybe I want to be better at just commanding the huddle. And that's just for the quarterback's perspective. Everybody has something else, So I think measuring progress is just finding different goals to work on every single practice, and then reflecting, did I achieve that goal today? Okay, did I? Okay, cool. Now let me grow from that. Did I not? Okay, how can I achieve that and then continue to grow? So it's just practice by practice, finding new ways to grow as a player, and then growing as a team together.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
We saw a little bit of sidearm. How much of that's John Mateo?
I've been doing sidearm for a while now. Okay, I know you guys didn't get to see it last year, but yeah, there'll be some sidearm. There'll be over the top. There'll be a whole bunch of things going on. So just stay tuned. It'll be fun.
Zevi, on the sidelines during the practice, a couple of former Cougar ball players from the 70s and 80s commented on your release, your quick release. How do you work on that? How do you think it's coming along?
Yeah, I think just making it a focal point every single day in practice. How can I be quicker? How can I be stronger? Different things, especially right now when we're not playing opponents, really focus on certain, tactical things or even technical things that I can improve on as a quarterback. There's always room for improvement. Obviously, the faster the ball gets out of my hands, the quicker it gets into their hands, and those are the playmakers. They're going to do what they need to do with it. So just practicing it every single day. Just quick release. Maybe record myself throwing. Watch the back. Okay, that's what I did there. How can I be even quicker? Just repetition. Everything that you do just requires repetition, and the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Well, Coach Rogers kind of talked about how the guys that stayed here have helped cement kind of a culture with the guys that came on in. Is that kind of how you felt as well?
Yes. I think obviously the guys that stayed here wanted to be here, and similar to when I came in. The guys that were already here kind of welcomed me in, and I think that we've done a great job of doing that with the guys that came in, whether it's from SDSU or somewhere else, early and early, doesn't matter. We're all one team. It's not SDSU and WSU. This is WSU. We're all one team. We're all one color. We're all one brand, fighting for one goal. So everybody's been great. These guys that have been here for 2 to 3 months. I mean, it feels like I've been with them for years already. And it's awesome. Just continuously growing on that. Together, I'm sure, like me and the guys, all these guys, it's awesome. Just seeing this and the camaraderie and how everybody gets together, it really is a special thing, and I'm glad to be a part of it.